me ask you this. When someone mentions Oprah, Richard Branson, or even Marie Forleo, what comes to mind? Each of them has a strong personal brand, but they're also different. Oprah's brand is rooted in connection and empowerment, female empowerment. She's the queen at creating safe spaces for people to tell their stories. Richard Branson, on the other hand, is an adventurer. His brand is bold, it's daring, and all about pushing boundaries. Whether it's Virgin Airlines or his latest space adventures, it's a completely different brand experience. And then there's Marie Forleo, and she's got the perfect blend, I would say, of business savviness and lighthearted fun. She's all about giving actionable steps that you can take to create the life that you love. And it's delivered with some humor and some sparkle here, which, you know, is always right up my alley. But that's the power of personal branding. You hear a name and you already have a vision in mind. So today I want to dive into this a little bit further. I'm going to map out why it's essential to build a personal brand if you're trying to do content creation, especially for my coaches out here who are trying to build a successful coaching business and now you're showing up on camera. This one is for you. All right, so let's dive into some practical tips on how you can attract your soulmate client. Ready, set, let's go.
Hey there, I'm Renee from Raw Branded, and I help aspiring entrepreneurs to identify and package their unique story and genius into an authentic brand and business that attracts their soulmate clients.
Hello, my beautiful souls. I hope that you're taking care and doing well. Here's the thing. In today's busy digital world, people aren't just buying products and services. They're buying you. Your personal brand is your reputation, it's your story, and the promise of the experience that you will bring to your audience. And everyone has a personal brand, whether you realize it or not. It exists. If you don't brand yourself, others will brand you for you. I've been saying this for over a decade now. If you don't brand yourself, others will brand you for you. And that's whether it's accurate or not, for good or for bad. Let's take the example of Sarah Blakely. She's the founder of Spanx, a little sucks it all in for us ladies out here. Her personal story outlines how she bootstrapped her way to success. It's just a part of her brand as much as it's a part of the product that she's selling. So it makes her relatable and memorable. She tells her story of selling fax machines door to door before she founded Spanx, and it demonstrates the grit and her belief in her dreams. So again, this doesn't make her just a businesswoman. Her brand is positioned as this inspirational figure. Another example is Rihanna. Now, her personal brand is built on creativity, authenticity, and boldness, and we love her for it. From her early days in the music industry to becoming a billionaire entrepreneur, the powerhouse behind Fenty and Savage X Fenty, Rihanna has used her unique voice and her fearless approach to literally redefine industries. By taking this stance and this boldness for her brands, she actually redefined the lingerie industry by hiring models that look like you and me. That was a pretty bold move and statement about how she stands as a woman, that she believes in us being our authentic selves and not fitting a stereotype, and that every woman can be desirable. And so it worked and it resonated and blew the other brands out there, notably Victoria's Secret, out the water. So that has taken her from being an entertainer to being an icon. So what does that mean for you and me? It means that when you have a strong brand, you're not competing on price or algorithms, right? You're building trust, and there is no price you can put on that. Trust is what converts followers into paying clients. When people trust you, they will invest in you. So as a coach and a content creator, you might be thinking your primary focus needs to be on selling products and services. And while that is important, remember that people don't just buy what you have to offer. And YouTube, by the way, isn't just a platform for you to put out your videos. This is your stage for your brand. 2 billion users. YouTube gives you the chance to show not just what you know, but who you are on a deeper level. It's a platform platform where your personality, your expertise, and your value can shine. Your personal brand. And as a coach, you need this because this is where you're going to establish that connection, that trust. All the things I mentioned about those bigger brands have on bigger platforms. Here, this is where you're doing the same. And arguably, YouTube now is a big platform as well. People want to feel that they know you before they invest in you. And by creating content that reflects the brand experience, your brand experience, you're giving clients a taste of what it's like to work with you. Whether it's inspiring, it's educational, it's infotainment, whatever that is, you're giving your clients, your audience, a taste of the product that is you. More on that later. Another example is Tabitha Brown. She started by sharing vegan recipes, but it was her personal brand that made her a household name. She's warm, she's kind, she's positive. All of that mix, that special ingredients, that secret sauce is what made the brand special. Her brand, so that people aren't just following her for recipes. You can just Google some recipes and get your results, but it just hits differently if I'm getting it from Tabitha and her content, right? And case in point, her YouTube connection played a big role in her building her brand and building that connection. So this is when you ask me, all right, Renee, so how do I go about building my personal brand? Okay, here we go. One, you want to define your core message. Your core message is the foundation of your personal brand. So think about, what do you want to be known for? If you're a health coach, maybe your core message might be helping busy moms to find energy and have balance. This clarity on your message tells people immediately why they should work with you. Second thing you want to do is show up authentically. I know I say this time and time again and 50 million times, and I will not quit saying so, but show up authentically. Show up as you, the real you, not a carbon copy of someone else. It's okay to be inspired, but the you, secret sauce you. I mean, look at Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. He shows up 1000% as himself, and that is the same guy we've seen since day one. He is unapologetically himself. He shoots at the hip. He talks about his wins, his struggles, and all in between. And it's delivered in a little more gritty approach, which resonates with a particular audience. And again, makes him memorable. The third thing you're gonna do is leverage your story. At the end of the day, stories sell. So share your wins, your losses, and even your missteps. You're human. You take missteps, you fall, you fail, but then you fail forward. What does that look like? Tell us the story behind that. We want to know. It humanizes you and it creates connection. It shows that you're real. For example, I am a busy professional, but I also have a business and I'm here coaching you. Different facets of my professional experience. And I can go on and talk about, what does that look like for me? Be on this online space when you're not Gen Z. I speak to that freely so that I can connect with you guys, because I know that you're in the same space. You're building your business on the side. It's not the easiest things. You've got multiple responsibilities. I know that because I live and breathe that. So we can connect on that level, and also on the little spiritual things and bits of woo-woo that I sprinkle into this channel. So that helps us to speak the same language as we're talking business and life and beyond. It's just the ways in which you connect with your audience. And then of course the other parts of branding are fun, which are consistent visuals and messaging, from your website to how you're showing up on YouTube and other social platforms. Just make sure that it's always consistent. Yes, the look and feel, the colors and the fonts and all that good stuff, although that is not the end on and be all of branding. That's just a little part of branding. All those little pieces should be consistent. You'll see a lot of purple on this channel because that's part of this personal brand. But you want to keep those same colors, those same tones, those same little messages across all your platforms, so you're easily recognizable when people see you. Think Starbucks. And yes, you can go back into the vault and look at my old video, it's probably a decade old, where I talk about Starbucks and their branding and how that connects to you and your personal brand. But when you walk into Starbucks, the experience is always the same. It's always the same kind of cafe feel. They're going for an experience that's a little bit more on the higher end, and that's uniquely them. The vibe is unmistakably them, right? It's a different vibe than if I walk into Dunkin' Donuts. Both give me great coffee. I love both of them, but Dunkin' Donuts feels a little bit more of a grit. Two totally different experiences. And then don't forget to build a relationship with your audience. That's the next thing I would say for you to do, because personal branding isn't just about you. It is really about your audience as well. It's about how you connect with your audience and what they're looking for. Like Marie Forleo and Oprah, they respond to their comments and they engage with their audience. That's part of the experience. They want to make sure that you feel as if you're seen, that you know that they're listening to you. That's what makes them unique. So again, personal branding is more than just logos and colors and fonts. It's more than that. It's the messaging, it's the feeling, it's the experience. It's the heartbeat of your coaching business. And when you build a brand that's authentic and aligned with your values, you'll attract the right clients that are so excited to work with you. And guess what? You'll enjoy working with them. That's the kind of match that you want. You want to be in perfect alignment. So if you're ready to build a coaching business and personal brand that feels like you, looks like you, shows up like you, and is helping you to put your greater message out there to connect with your soulmate clients, then I've got you covered. Be sure to download my free guide that will map out the 7 steps to attract raving fans to your brand. But of course, if you really want the comprehensive deep dive into all this, I want to introduce you to The Product Is You.
In The Product Is You, you'll learn how to create an authentic brand and business that will allow you to attract your ideal clients. We walk through the whole process of validating your offer, creating your authentic brand, setting up content creation and marketing strategies to attract your soulmate clients, and ultimately creating an authentic and profitable business that feels good to you and your clients. We go through the whole process, step by step by step. Once again, the link for more information is down below, so check that out.
It's time to build your personal brand this year. So let me know in the comments, what's one word that you want people to associate with your personal brand? I'd like to hear more about this. I always find this exercise pretty interesting. It'll be eye-opening even for yourself. We can all exchange notes in the comment section. So if you like this video, then like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep seeing videos like this one in your feed. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.